don't love me for my ambition.
That's right, Drake has responded, and this is the actual response right here. Before we get into the video of us debating our opinion on the Mos Def take, here is Drake's response that happened last night after we recorded the podcast. He posted on his Instagram story, "What Umi say again? Let me shine my light, king. Don't change up now," with the laughing emoji. Quoting a Mos Def song, Umi, about basically the mother. My mother says Umi is mother, I believe, in the Arabic language. So he's basically showing acknowledgement to Mos Def as a fan, but at the same time laughing like, you're a hypocrite. You know, shine my light, king. Don't change up now. You know, what you stood for back then, you know, basically is hypocritical now. And to apply more to the hypocrisy, he posted a clip of an interview right here. I'll play the clip. Method Man talking about what hip-hop is, hip-hop culture, and the actual definition of hip-hop to, you know, Wu-Tang's eyes and just overall the 90s era eyes, which ironically was non-judgmental. You know, this older generation back then did not seem as judgmental in this case, especially in this clip right here. METHOD, man. This is the iconic Method Man right here. Watch the clip and then watch our reaction to Mos Def. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure to catch the full podcast drops every Tuesday. CAP, Club Ambition Podcast.
Hip-hop is a culture. It's a way of life. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk.
Legendary rapper Yazine Bey, formerly known as Mos Def, has come out in a new interview, and in my opinion, I think he's disrespectful towards what Drake has done.
I agree.
We're going to play the clip to get his exact words, right? But he is basically saying that Drake is pop. He's not hip-hop. And when it comes to the pop, hip-hop, whatever music that Drake makes, he's basically saying that we're witnessing it fall off, whether it's Drake's career or just that style of music. According to him, right now, we're literally watching it fall off. What happens when that building collapses? What are we going to do? He's basically worried for the state of hip-hop and music right now.
I agree with that part.
You know, so
100%.
We're going to play the clip right here for people who...
That statement's crazy, though.
Insanity. He's bugging.
That statement is
Nah, that's mad disrespectful. Like, that's hate.
That's crazy.
And
That came out very hate-ish.
when he said it, he was laughing, and he took a lot of pauses and almost felt like he had something personal against Drake, in my opinion.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
You know what it is that he said that? He literally said that. Drake's music is like shopping at Target. What the hell?
Wouldn't you think that because of the fact that he makes a lot of universal music?
So this is my thing.
What?
Right now, the music Drake is making, I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
But his entire career?
No.
No. You're lying out your ass.
Yeah.
You're hating. Like, you're hating right now.
We'll play more of the clip right here for context. The interviewer's laughing. Shout out to her, though. She did a good-ass interview.
Or it's you know, shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
It's
I get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
They definitely gonna bring.
It's likable, and he's taking long pauses.
Yeah, nah, he's hating on
Like
his ass.
it's like this is like very like what are you doing?
I'm already
this?
waiting for a video of someone that sneaked in of this him listening to Drake or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Drake is about to drop a diss track saying I'm most definitely this and most he's gonna obliterate this guy. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna happen. We're just gonna give it some time. It might be right now, right now. Cause look at this. He's laughing.
You know, I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Woo! So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many.
You know what's so
products.
funny? That's
So
such
much
an intellectual
merchandising,
thing.
so
I
many
love this-
barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present?
It's not necessarily just solely if you quote what he's saying. Is the delivery and the nature and the cadence
His
of his
reaction and
is
shit.
coming off like it's
You're a
like
hater.
it's a joke to him, and like he's way above it and he's better. And it's like, brother, first of all, when Mos Def came out, Mos Def is a rapper, yes, but Mos Def also sings.
Yeah.
Mos Def also acts.
Yeah.
Basically, Mos Def is
It's
a
just-
version of a Drake. Without Mos Def, you can argue that there probably wouldn't be a Drake. I'm pretty sure Drake is a fan of Mos Def. He's acknowledged it in the past.
Was.
You know, there was
Definitely
a
was now.
yeah, there was a quote in the last Drake album, For All the Dogs, where he said on Away From Home, I think track whatever number it is. I love that song. My favorite song on the album. His most personal song on the album, Before All the Dogs. He said, Mos Def, I have it right here. Something about Mos Def, I don't want to misquote it. Mos Def gave me like a rack for performing, and Mos Def gave me like a rack for performing. He performed, I guess, and opened up for Mos Def at one point in his career. Mos Def gave him $1,000, whether it was in Toronto, Canada, somewhere. So he acknowledged him there. But prior to this, for those who remember, there was a history when Drake dropped his book last year, and Complex posted a review of a woman talking about it, but the girl came off kind of nerdy. So he's told Complex, he DM'd them and said, can you do an article now where the baddest Instagram girls in the world review my poetry book, not the head of Mos Def fan club? Thanks. Laughing emoji.
He's corny for that.
So I personally think that
They might have
Mos
issues,
Def, and Drake have some sort of personal issue, and maybe this is Mos Def's response to that dig that Drake took last year. But even if that's the case, you would think Mos Def is so talented and highly intellectual enough to be objective enough about this. Like, why are you gonna just try to now fall into the category of another old head hating on the younger artist because of the way that, you know, the music has evolved? Like, it's like shopping with the edge, and you know what's gonna happen when this collapses, as if like this can't happen forever. Last year, Charlemagne said that Drake, no, 2 years ago now, in 2022, he said that Drake is falling off. We're seeing Drake fall off. He's gonna fall off. What's gonna happen? He's falling off. When Lil Baby was in his prime, everyone was saying Lil Baby's the hottest artist. He's passing Drake. He's better than Drake. He might be better than Drake in the future. Like, if he keeps going another couple albums, who is still here? And who is still relevant? And who is still number one every year? Drake. No matter what. To discredit him and count him out as if, like, he is going to, like, what he's doing is going to fall off. He dropped, and say he's not hip-hop, like he's pop. He dropped a rap album. Scary Hours 3 was a rap album, a rap project that was some of the best rapping we got all year. Now, because Mos Def didn't listen to it, is our fault? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't listen to that shit. I'm guaranteeing you right now, for the way he's speaking, he did not listen to Scary Hours 3. No one that listened to Scary Hours 3 says that.
Because it wasn't playing in Target.
It wasn't playing in Target. That's what it was.
the only time he listens to Drake, when it's playing in Target.
You know, he's coming off very personal, and I don't like that. I don't like that energy. And I love Mos Def. That's what makes this so weirder to me. I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, and don't let it become a rap off. Because in my opinion, I think Drake can rap. Prime Drake in his best bars can out rap Mos Def. Mos Def might hit you. Hell yeah. Mos Def might hit you with like some deeper, like, you know, the Olive Garden and the Chabernet, like some deep. Oh, okay. But when it comes to rapping ability, bro, we have to stop. Why are people so, like, why? It's getting weird now. Like, I think that 4 Hour Dogs was his worst album, but I give constructive criticism. But, like, a lot of people are now just hating or, like, going on the hate train with Drake. It's getting weird. Like, you're just saying things just to say things because he's number one? Because he's number one. Why? Bro, You cannot do that. Like, it's just very weird. I don't know. And for me, the only thing that makes sense would be if it's personal. And I think it is personal. He didn't like the Drake dig. Maybe even the Mos Def gave me 1,000 for performing. Maybe he took that as a dig. Because that's more recent than the Complex thing. Maybe he saw that like, oh, what are you trying to say? I only gave you 1,000? Like, who knows? Maybe some shit happened behind the scenes, right? Maybe it's him. I'm trying to think of another perspective. Going with the Kanye. Defending on the Kanye side because he's so close to Kanye and Chappelle and that whole group. Maybe he's trying to like, oh, I'm defending Kanye, so kind of fuck Drake. Even then, it wouldn't make sense because Kanye wouldn't tell you that. Kanye looks up to Drake to this day. In his new rant, he was talking about Drake and we're gonna get matching tattoos and this and that. Like, nah, bro, get out of here, bro. This shit really pissed me off. I don't like that shit. I do not like that shit.
My argument is right. This is my argument. My argument is that we have these old artists, right? Whatever, complaining about the state of the music now and all of this shit. But, like, they're not doing anything about it.
Nothing.
They're not doing anything about it. All they're doing is complaining. It comes off corny. And then, I don't know, it's to the point where it's like you guys have the time to, quote unquote, sit down, view whatever the fuck is happening with the industry, complain about it, give your opinions on it in a very like petty manner and shit, very embarrassing.
It's whack.
And then y'all don't do anything about it. So in all honesty, in my opinion, we can say that the old artists and shit like that is their fault for for hip hop and shit to start dying down
as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have to take fault. That's a good take, Mark.
Y'all let this shit fucking go downhill. Y'all didn't pick it up halfway through. You know what I'm saying? So now you guys think it's at the rock bottom. But now all you guys are doing is fucking complaining. And the thing is, too, is because of the fact that y'all didn't try to stay relevant while it was fucking falling. If you were trying to come back right now, ain't nobody gonna rock with it because the majority of people might not even know who the fuck you are besides just knowing you for making these fucking dumbass comments.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's my opinion.
Yeah, because he did drop an album, wasn't it last year? You know, he has a rap group with...
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
With Talib Kweli and Mos Def. Why am I drawing blank on their rap group? I'm going to find it right now. Group name. Because a lot of people want Black Star. Legendary rap group. Black Star. Him and Talib Kweli. They dropped an album. It came and went. It didn't impact culture. People were like, oh, Black Star's back. Okay, it's cool. They had a podcast with Dave Chappelle. The podcast was actually pretty cool. No one really heard it because it was like on a certain app. You have to pay a certain amount. It wasn't even like readily available. So it's like, Mos Def, you're just hating. Complain if you're going to complain, but do something about it. You have more power than me on this microphone. You have more power than anyone out there that's on Twitter. You're Mos Def. You could probably connect with Drake in person and maybe advise him, give him A&R play, like do some actual fucking helping if it's that serious, rather than laughing it off and like, what are we gonna do? This is falling, nigga. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna keep like, what? You laughing? You're Mos Def. You're too legendary to talk like this. Noel, go off.
Yo, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Nah, because these niggas swear I hate Drake, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Yo, before you fucking idiots decide to come at me, I really want y'all to, like, listen to my point. I agree with y'all. This is some hating ass shit. But it's some hating ass shit because you try to discredit Drake's entire career. You don't do that. Drake's the one that started the AM PM trilogy series, whatever you want to call it. Drake is the one that had the legendary fucking rapper behind his back on these tracks, going crazy, dropping classics. Drake is the greatest rapper to ever live, in my opinion. He is number one.
Yeah.
That is through and through. He has, I could say, 2 classics under his belt. Some people say I'm stretching. I don't care. I have 2 for him. He is an amazing... pause. He's an amazing lyricist. He has an amazing career. He has an amazing discography. However, Mos Def is absolutely right. At the current moment, shopping music. And that is what happens. Like, this is where capitalism has taken us. Art has been, been reduced to this garbage formula. Going to Target. There is a nigga on TikTok, mad big, Mad fucking big.
Oh, I
Set
know
up
what
his
you're talking about.
tripod while Drake is in the back and this nigga's looking at candles.
yeah.
I fucking hate that nigga, bro. With the dumbass, his basketball highlights with Drake in the back. You know what his basketball highlights are? Him passing the ball.
And he's actually shopping.
He's
Like-
actually shopping at Target.
Yeah.
He's making the Target lady stop her scanning the item so he can set up his dumbass little tripod. Yes, it's shopping music. It's shopping music now. That's what it's become. It is formalistic. It is to get a certain sound. And you know what? The fact that Drake is still relevant also speaks to that. Drake is a genius.
Yeah.
He's found a way to stay relevant in this shitty ass society. Your culture sucks.
Compared to old rappers.
Your culture is a consumer, hyper media based culture. It has nothing. It is not
TikTok.
built. It's not building tradition. It's not building anything except buy. Look. So you're proud that this nigga stands at the top of that? Good for him that he was able to adapt to that.
Yeah.
But that's Mos Def's point. What are we gonna do when it all falls apart? When your little media hyper culture that depends on you buying shit finally falls apart, what are you gonna have left? Nothing, because you threw away tradition. You threw away everything your previous generation stood by. And that's why you're right. Because that's not our fault. We were just brought into this.
Yeah.
The previous generation was willing to sell their soul for a goddamn thing. They didn't give a damn. And you could say, oh, well, Mos Def's not a part of that. Because a lot of people don't even know who Mos Def is. He came up with Kanye West. He had his own shit before that with Talib, but Kanye West is the reason why he ever even got a name, realistically speaking.
Yeah.
He put him mainstream. He put him on major albums. It was Kanye, Talib, Mos Def on Graduation. I think Mos Def's on it. He's on, he's on Graduation.
Late registration.
Relay Registration, he's on it. I think he might be on with College Dropout too.
He might be in all of them. At least doing background vocals or something.
At least.
Or
Doing
writing.
something.
He probably
Writing.
writes a lot for Kanye.
So this is my point. Like, this is how we got introduced to him. He's a deep rapper, like Vic said.
He's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's in a couple popular movies.
What he's doing, he made a Marxist argument. What he was making was a Marxist argument, and he was so narcissistic about it. That's why it came off as haterish. It's like, bro, like Vic said, you're the old head, you're the OG. Stop being such a fucking pompous dickhead.
Yeah.
And speak and actually explain your point. And this is his point. We live in a hyper consumer culture where you go and you buy shit and you have your little pop music in the background encouraging you to live this hyper consumer culture, because that's what Drake does. Drake is hyper consumer culture. He tells us to participate in consumer culture. Mos Def's argument is, when it's all said and done and this shit is gone, what do you have left? You lost God. You lost the traditions from your own parents' culture. What do you have left once American consumerism is dead? Nothing. You're nothing. You are just a product that somebody is buying and selling to. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the head of all that is Drake and his music.
100%. But at that point, can we say that the old heads are waiting for that to happen for them to become relevant again? And if that's the case...
I hope not. That's some fucked up shit.
Exactly. And if that's the case, that comes off very weird. You know what I'm saying?
It does come off weird.
Because it's like, again, like I said, it's just you guys, quote unquote, they live by this, like, I don't keep up with all of that bullshit, this and that, blah, 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 blah. But God forbid someone asks them, they make these fucking remarks and shit.
Yeah.
And now it comes off to the point where it's like, okay, you're talking about when this shit falls off, this and that, you guys have lost touch, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Are you guys waiting on that? And if you guys are waiting on that, are you guys going to be ready to fucking pick up on it and capitalize and shit?
And
if
actually
that's
bring up a generation of people who can, like, be a part of this society.
Like, are you guys, like, at the end of the day, this is all a system, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we grew up with whatever we grew up with. That shit became old. We have this hyper-consumer shit now. This shit's going to fall off, obviously, to a certain extent. And then what's next? Regardless, what's going to matter is they're going to be the artists that manage to fucking pick up on it and keep with it. And who's going to do that?
And I think that's what Vic's point is like, yo, Mos Def, you bitching and being an old-ass head. Bro, be a fucking leader.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, but because my thing is like, he said all this, right? And it's like, okay, he said this. Mos Def has said this. Now it's out there in the air. Majority, everyone's upset because of the fact, like, yes, Drake does pop music, but Drake is not. To say he's not hip hop,
That's disrespectful.
is disrespectful to his entire career. He is not one dimensional. He is probably the most multi-dimensional rapper to ever exist.
I agree.
He'll rap to you literally in Spanish, literally with a UK accent, with an Australian accent.
He's created formulas.
He has created flows that have
Yeah.
never existed before him.
Yeah. That whole Spanish formula they're doing, where they're putting English niggas or Spanish niggas, before he got on that song with Romeo, that was never happening.
Never happening. Never
He
happening.
built the formula.
Bro.
But my point is, Vic, is like, Most Def and niggas like him, those old heads. What type of leadership would you want from them? Because they're
Yeah.
not making good music.
Yeah, what do you want?
Their artistic shit is gone. They can get on a song as much as they want. It's gonna be ass, bro. It's not gonna sound good to us. It sounds dated. It doesn't sound well. So what do you expect from them? Because we can't just tell them not to have an opinion. But I agree with you. If you're gonna have an opinion, my nigga, you better do something about it. As a leader,
Yeah.
as an older person in the culture, I'd expect you to get the fuck up, like you said. Possibly call Drake. Possibly like, bring up younger talent. Like, do something. Why are you just bitching about how this shit's gonna fall apart and this hyper consumer culture is gonna just fizzle away and we're gonna have nothing left?
Yeah. And also, if we're being bluntly honest, is it really our fucking fault that also there's not as much substance out in the music when the most popular artist that has maybe had the most substance in recent times as far as rap goes, Kendrick Lamar, is scared to drop music, disappears for 10 years, and we got, when it comes to R&B artists, Frank Ocean, mad substance, my favorite R&B artist maybe of all time, disappears for 20 years. What the fuck are we supposed to do? They're disappearing. They're scared to, they're hiding because they have regular lives. Well, why is Kendrick coming around and saying smoking on top 5? You ain't doing shit. Because you said that, then you disappeared. You're trying to push your cousin on us.
He's not.
You're trying to push your cousin on us. And it's like,
And you
bro,
ruin your cousin's career.
I
sorry.
like Baby Keem to an extent.
Nah, he
that
really
nigga
like
is not
Baby
gonna
Keem.
push the culture forward like you
No,
are. You're Kendrick
100%.
Lamar. You're Kendrick Lamar.
But
I know, and the
but
fan
these-
said this, that he said he didn't rap for a year because he had nothing to rap about. What the fuck are we talking
But
about, bro?
that's two artists that at least they haven't come out and complained and shit.
Drake keeps dropping, nigga.
Yeah, 100%.
He never will stop.
No.
You niggas gotta live with it. That's it. Next
not
year
wrong.
we
No,
got
I
what Drake? Think about it. 2024 just started. What Drake are we gonna get this year? We don't fucking know.
It's true.
Didn't we see something recently? And I was like, oh, we might get that. Oh yeah, he did a video with that nigga was in the video. What's his name? The country artist, Morgan Wallen. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga might tap into a country bag this year.
They gon' love me for my ambition.